So yeah, so this is gonna be what, last versus zero?
Zero, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And so we've
I
got
wonder
another
if
2-game win streak, but this time it's going to be by last.
Flash may not even have to play. Just Flash is
Man,
going on a
you know,
path.
I made that Flash thread too because I really wanted to hype it up, but honestly, I was just trying to help get donations too. And I knew that if I put Flash's name on something, that people might be more inclined to click this link and donate. Hello, everybody in the chat. Thank you for watching. People saying that stuff is lagging. If it's lagging, I'm sorry. We are casting from a replay, and every once in a while, Amazing XKCD does set it to high latency, and it seems to speed things up. So maybe just
I'll set it to highlight at the start of the game.
Yeah, if you don't forget, do it right away.
So looks like Zero's gonna pick Fighting Spirit. Yeah. So once again, like, if you guys have any questions about the game, just type it up in chat. I'll do my best to answer it. For those who are new. We're going to get right into the next game here. It's going to be last versus zero. The last Zerg player for the Zerg race is going to be Zero. No.
That's right.
The Indiegogo is not ours. It's Kim Chol-min, who's the original Korean host and organizer.
Yes, to make it clear, we will not make any money off of this. We only cast for free unless Africa TV pays us.
We should add that to our current slogan.
We cast for free unless you pay us.
It just sounds so stupid.
Oh my goodness. Alright. So, yeah, this is the Kim Chol-min, the KCM Legend matches here. And these were casted in Korean in the morning. And we're just looking at like a 12-hour layover into the English cast. So, sitting on Fighting Spirit here, we do have Larva down at the bottom left. That's at 7 o'clock position.
Zero!
Oh, Zero! I'm sorry, we have Zero at the bottom left. Thank you, Comrade XKCD. And then at the bottom right, we do have our reigning champion climbing the hill last.
I think he already climbed it. He's just defending it from Zero. He's trying to climb it.
Alright, he's at the top of the hill, and he's just pushing kids down as they try and get to the top. What a bully. Are you playing the drums?
No, I'm just smashing my fruit punch can.
Smash it. I'm all out of wine.
Wine?
I usually try and reserve all of my wine for finals games with Bisu versus Zergs, so I can just wine the entire time.
You drink in sorrow.
Oh yeah, lots of whining, lots of whining. I was in Seattle, so I lost in like I watched Bisu lose in a different time zone, and I was just like a hop, skip, and a jump away from him too. He could have cried on my shoulder. I've got a nice shoulder. I've been told it's great for crying on.
Are you a swimmer?
I'm not a swimmer, but I do have massive shoulders for reals.
Yeah, so Zero gets its good scouting here on the first time. Gonna scout out last right off the bat. Gonna be annoying with the SCB, but the barracks finished, so that's that.
Let me ask you this, Amazing XKCD. I had a coworker today that I sent to a rage fit because I used a word that I know that he hates. It's one of those like hipster buzzwords. It's called totes. Like if something's totally adorable, you say totes adorbs.
I've never heard of this.
Does it make your brain hurt a little bit?
No, because I don't have any experiences to verify the pain.
Oh god, just think like someone walking around with a hacky sack and a beanie saying, "That's totes adorbs, dude."
Okay, that's infuriating.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so we're gonna have three hash layer from Zero. Nothing fancy. Meanwhile, last going for the Rats expand. So very standard from both players. And here's the interesting thing to note is that we could see Zero go for his like very, I guess, unique two-base hive. And I'll explain this later on if he does go for it, but it's a possibility.
Yeah, but maybe just this Rax pressure could be way too strong We've seen Zero crumble to Terran pressure before in high stakes games, but that was against Mind. Mind is like everybody's worst enemy. He honestly upsets so many good players.
That's true. But he's so aggravating to play against.
Yes, he is. That Mind versus Quanro finals, though, it may be like one of the most entertaining finals ever.
If you guys have not seen it, you have to watch it. It is glorious.
Kongdu Stars League, that's really where like Amazing XKCD and I took off as partner casters, and it was just an absolute blast to watch.
It was.
Avalon.
Yeah, no, speaking of... hold that thought, so we're going to have to E4s. They're going to actually make it inside the main base. Zero's actually going to get at least both these Marine kills. And maybe a couple SMB kills. What?
Cleared them all up. He's still got all 4 life, and he's on the hunt. The Zergs are thirsty, but they do get cleared out here. Those Gauss rifles way too strong.
Now it's straight. 4 Zerg for 3 SMBs and 2 Marines. I'd take that any day.
Oh, Lings are OP, don't you know?
Of course they are. Like, why not fit a Zerg race if you don't like Zerglings?
So that's why we're because we mentioned Quanro, like we've just harnessed the passion and the energy here, and that's why we're seeing more Zerglings come across. Oh God, medics along with these Marines gonna be way too strong. Nothing's gonna happen here.
So this is an interesting choice.
Oh, Firebat's XKCD.
Yeah, so last one of the 2 Rax Academy build here, you actually want to try to kill off the Zerg before the mutas come out, at least put some heavy pressure, but Zero done a great job and completely nullified his push. Sure, the Firebat's going to be coming in, but Zero already had a bunch of Zerglings, and he actually had something coming up just in time as well.
Yeah, but how many? What's that key number of Sunkens? Maybe he needs a 3rd here, but he's going to try and do it with just 2 with Link.
2 is fine, because he only had 2 medics. Like, once the Zerglings been running at the same time, though, they had to be problem. Only 1 Sunken to survive, and Sunken's getting DPS down here, or be about halfway done. Meanwhile,
he's gonna run past! This is brilliant! And the Firebat's gonna be way too strong!
He doesn't, but the Firebat's still alive, and 2 medics coming up in ramp here. The Zerglings need to kill off the Firebat. Give enough time for the, where are the mutas? Okay, the Spire's not even finished yet. The Firebat's still alive, gonna be healed up by 2 minutes. Oh my goodness, it's actually gonna be super annoying for Zero to deal with, because the Firebat can be able to heal for a very long time. And he has to pull drones off the line because of the Firebat.
No way. Firebats are so difficult to deal with in the early game. Stim plus medics, I mean, their AoE kill is just absolutely deadly.
Firebats are coming in once again. Gonna chase the drones away. Where are the mutas? Where are the mutilas? Oh no, the Firebat could get a huge splash kill. No.
Oh, one last attempt here, but he doesn't manage to get any more kills. He's gonna be sitting at, oh, 7! He's got one more. Nice little pickoff here.
Nice. But there's the muta. The singular muta. Where are the rest of the mutas?
Coming in here. He's got 5 mutalists now. Not that big of a round. But muta's coming out here.
Because of that Firebat, Zero missed a timing window where he can do some damage to Lass. If you look inside of Lass's main base, he already has turrets coming up, and both his natural and his main base. So there's no way that Zero could do any significant amount of damage unless he has the the insane micro with his mutas.
I think that it's just slightly weak. Like in the central area of this natural base, because he doesn't put a turret behind the mineral line.
No, that's fine though. Because
but that's where the Marines will go instead.
Right, this is perfectly acceptable from left. Like, I would prefer he put 1 more turret here, but you have to make sure he doesn't cut off his refinery too much. And we're gonna see, because of that early damage that Zero took. Wait. Where are we looking? Going straight too high without a Hydra Den. He might be going Sauron Zerg here, or some crazy Zerg.
Yes. You know, this is what we see from Zero. He has, like, when he came back to the Sospa scene, you know, when he's, like, unretiring of Brood War, he would often go for this 2-base high tech. He does it so well.
Yeah, so I'll take the time to explain it here while this meter is going on. So going for like the last 2 games ago, we were watching Larva play against Last. We saw the 3-base tech, and I was talking about why you want to take a 3rd base. So the difference with going for 2-base hive is that when you take your 3rd base, you take it later, but you get it with guaranteed protection. So you're gonna already have mutas. You're gonna have mutas up. You're gonna have lurkers up. So you're not gonna be worried about like an early marine attack going to kill off the 3rd base when you take it. And plus it has advantage and disadvantage. So the Terran knows that you're not on 3 bases. They could work around that. but you can't get killed off right off the bat because you're not going to lose that third hatchery.
XKCD, who was the Zerg player that would rush to Guardians really fast?
Great.
It was great, right? Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's that potential here too, that we could see instead of like a Sauron Zerg style, we could see great style build where you go into the Guardians.
He's not because he went for the Hydra Duns. You're gonna get the Lurkers, so his gas is gonna be invested into the Hydras. So he's sending his Hydras across the map here, and now he's gonna be taking the third base now because he has the Hydras up, and the Lurkers are gonna be done in time. So it's gonna be a very late third, but this is perfectly acceptable for Zero, given that the amount of early game economy that he lost. And of course, this is very nice from Last. Last is gonna send out an SUV to scout it out. Very nice.
Last still going forward with Marine upgrades here too, so still trying to make his bio forces stronger and stronger at this time of the game.
And we also know that Last is going to go for the mech transition because he's not throwing down any additional barracks. So Last is going to try to see what amount of damage he can do with this group of Marines and medics. Meanwhile, I like this dive here by... Oh, this is going to be cheeky though. Can Zero come up with machine shots? They can actually stop all the production of mines. No, it won't. Okay. Zero's going to be forced to back off here. Might get maybe a couple SCV kills.
Okay, so we are seeing that far away third, as we discussed in the other game, to that questioner. And the Lurkers are going to be able to defend at the top. And look at that. Not burrowing that Lurker is going to allow him to just block that entire ramp. And sometimes you see like a Lurker morphing where they can use the egg to block the ramp, but he's just going to sit there unburrowed.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
Yep.
Why not?
It gets the job done. Vulture's not going to be able to kill quick enough because the Lurker range attack and damage is just too good to keep them at bay. Meanwhile, yes. I think, how are you feeling about the way that the defense is designed at this natural base for Zero?
This is perfectly fine. Like Zero's playing, this is Zero playing the waiting game. Like he has the multi-layered like defense. So you have the first two sunken here in the Lurkers, and if those fall, you have a couple sunken behind. So Last has to break two defenses basically, and to make matters even worse, the Defiler mountain is already up and almost finished research and consume. So once that comes up, there's no way the Last can push with just these Marines and medics. You have to transition into a mech or something, which he's doing right now. He's going for the mech transition. He's also taking the faraway third. So this is another interesting thing. So at this stage of the game, the Zerg player is generally the defensive player, and the Terran player is being the aggressive player. So hold that thought. I'm going to see the attack here.
Looks like the Muta's got torn apart right there. Meanwhile, we are seeing that the factories are actually coming up inside of this main base here. And there is a fourth command center here, so this is a double expand, really. And I really like what Last is doing in this game.
Yeah, like Last can get away with this because he has complete map control. Zero can't move out. Zero has to wait until he gets his own 4 bases up and get to the ultimate scout before really starting to take control of the game here. So there's going to be both players are going to be looking to try to split the map here. And this is why I would prefer if Zero kept all his mutas alive, because he can definitely stop this faraway third from being built if he had all his mutas.
Nope, but now he's got just this one muta, and so we're going to see that that is not going to allow him to take out this build. At least he does get the scout that has the confirmation here. Probably would have been cheaper if he was able to run a circling by.
Yeah, so Lash is moving most of his army to the top side of the map, just to be careful, just in case Zero tries to move out and try to attack that third. But it does get completed. The SCV's already transferred over, so Lash is going to be up to 4 bases pretty soon, already up to 3. Zero taking his 4th base because he had the Defiler to protect it with the Dark Swarm. So both players, splitting up the map here. We might see a very, very long macro game.
Yeah, we're already seeing XKCD that all the barracks that were built inside of this main base just got lifted and floated away. You really just need to free up that space as a Terran player. Space is always a crisis that you have to deal with, and so floating the barracks away, they're pretty insignificant at this point in the game.
Right. So we're going to see the full mech transition here, but you're going to see it last. What he's going to do for like the next 5-10 minutes is just make a bunch of vultures, make mines all over the place. But more importantly, he's just going to try to split the map here. He's going to try to make...
Zero just lost all his Scourge trying to fly around looking for the science vessels, and he wasn't paying attention, just ran over Marines.
Ooh, that's not good. I like this though from Last. Like what Last is doing is that he can start building factories at his third. kind of like how Protoss builds a second main base.
Yeah.
That way you can have some tanks spawning here. So it's gonna be very difficult for Zero to break this. And even I like this from last as well. He's actually getting the 5th command center as well. Last is playing very greedy, knowing that he has the complete map control.
Yeah, we've often seen Last where he does go for like really reinforcing his building production at this 3rd base. And honestly, he fails to close games where he does have a significant lead and ends up in these crazy situations where he no longer has his main, but he has an entire new realm of bases on another side of the map.
Well, that's because Last, he has some game decision errors, but you can really see, like, he's been sharpening up his gameplay quite nicely. Like, he's been leveling up, basically. Oh, look at this, though. Zero has 2 Overlords in the bottom side of the map, loaded up with units. Defiler, Lurker, and a couple of Zerglings.
Yeah, he almost lost that Defiler Lurker Overlord.
Ah, look at this, though. Here comes the mini drop here. 2 Glides here, and a couple tanks as well. Tanks are sieging up here. The Dark Swarm needs to go up immediately. Here comes the Dark Swarm. The Zerg underneath the Dark Swarm as well, trying to get into position. The Lurker trying to get into position as well. Meanwhile, the SCV is actually shooting down the Defiler. And the Lurker is not going to be able to go down, though. There's none of flat damage.
Oh, look at this. He's going to get the armory. I like this. If he can actually take this out, that'd be pretty good. Just kind of stall those upgrades even further.
There's the SCV repair, though, so the armory will survive.
Oh, no, the Defiler decided to just eat the Zergling.
I mean, it had to throw another Dark Swarm out, but at the very least, Zero will get factory, which is nice. It's just annoying. But the armory will live. That's the important part.
Look at this. The Natural's been almost cleaned out as far as the defenses at the front. Oh, there's a plague that we missed. All 3 of the science vessels did get plagued here. Oh, it's going for the Magic Eraser. Oh, he's going to be getting all these drones.
Top of his own vessel just to protect himself.
The Scorcher coming in. He's got to avoid this. And no, he does end up losing the science vessel there.
Oh, but the Hydro will finally clean up the last the stuff here. Meanwhile, the Dark Swarm forced the tank to be pushed back just a little bit. Some mines are being laid out. Meanwhile, look at the top side of the map here. Zero starting to slowly but surely clean up some of the Terran control outside his 3rd base. Where are the Ultras still? Zero's up to 3 gases.
You were reading my mind. I was about to say, hey, where do the Ultras come, or the Ultras come in inside of this game? I almost said Ultras.
So we do have 5 Zerg making their way inside the 3 o'clock base here. The Marine come down. Okay, the Marine finally does go down, though. Zerg are free to wreck Havoc on this base here. Even only a couple
that medic's not going to do enough. Its flashlight is just a little bit too weak on the healing when it comes to these Zergs. But fortunately, mech units coming in here to clean up those Zerglings. Not too much damage done.
Look at it though, more Zerg coming in with the crack upgrade. They're doing a lot of damage, but they need to get some armor upgrades. They only have +1 characters, which is not enough at this point in the game.
Yeah, that's extremely important. And no attack upgrades too. That was a pretty decent defense there.
Looking outside the Zero's natural, we're seeing Last wanting to continue to apply the pressure here with all these tanks and vultures. Last needs to still get some more Zergans out. He only has Lurgan and the fire to work with. That's a very big problem though, because Last gets the target fire the fire down. That'd be a big problem. He's also losing his Nighty Canal. That's actually a bigger problem too. Losing that Nighty Canal means that the units from the top side of the map can't make their way in. Oh, he lost it.
Oh, it's gone to mute us now.
Oh, this is a good mute transition though, but there's still a Goliath here. If the Goliath gets killed off though, it's definitely
Oh, he's gonna get the Goliath though. It's just in range of that Lurker. Not paying attention. Another mute is gonna be able to clean up all these tanks. God, this is a really nice force and move by Zero. I like this maneuver here.
Yeah, this is a smart maneuver by 11 middles here. Zero taking advantage of that. That's not having enough Goliaths on the field. He's going to clean up the tank army completely, and that's a big problem though, because tanks are very expensive. Anyways, and look at this though. Meanwhile, that attack was happening. We do see a bunch of Zerg can make their way to the top side of the map.
Yeah, they can't get inside that base, unfortunately for Zero. It's too well guarded. I like this wall of the supply depot and turrets with the tanks behind. Just enough room to maneuver units around, but you really can't attack in.
So look at it. There comes the middle. No, there's no vessels. I mean, there's a bunch of Goliaths here. The natural, there's not enough. I mean, Joe should just keep attacking this. Look at this. He's wrecking Havoc onto this base. All the tanks have fallen. There's only just SCVs to deal with against the Zerg horde. Oh, look at this though. The Mutas are attacking the tanks now. The tanks are free and forced to push back here. Yeah, to wait for the
Goliath. Oh man, this is just really difficult for Last. Zero may be clawing himself back into this game.
He definitely is.
We may see Flash.
We may see Flash. That is true. Okay. Looks like Zero decided he did enough damage here at the 3 o'clock. Forced the command center lift off. That's a huge win for him. It gives him an ample opportunity to restabilize himself, but more importantly, gives him an opportunity to take a 5th base. Zero needs to start thinking about that 5th base pretty soon.
Oh man, there's a lot of Goliaths here to defend these bases, so I think that the Muta threat has been is gonna start being well defended now that Last is aware of it. Honestly, what about readdressing the drop potential at the main base of Last? If he could just take like one control group of Zerglings and drop them down there, they could do.
Yeah, we'll get into. We do have a 5 Overlord drop. That you were talking about it. Here comes the Overlord you were talking about. They have 5 Overlord worth of units.
I promise you, I have not seen this replay yet. All right, but he is going to go for it here. This is going to be pretty significant if he can. I think a Plague would have been better actually.
He needs a Dark Swarm. He needs to keep his units alive so they can get in range of the tank. Oh, beautiful Dark Swarm as well. Getting the Zerg on top of the tank really means that the tank will get cleaned up, and Free can have a very hard time trying to defend.
He's supply blocked. Look at that. Any more supply depots come down, and this is going to be a hard number to come back from. Really.
Oh, look, he's even going to lose army with the, I think it's +2 plate armor. So the +2 armor for the units are gone. This is a huge blow. So
yes. This is really difficult for Last. He's just, you know, letting Zero have his way.
I mean, look at this all. Look at outside of Joe's natural. We do see the cows coming up here with the +4/1 upgrades here, and these ultras do so much damage. But where is Zerg? Zerg needs to be there to supplement the ultra list. All these ultras are dying that they shouldn't be dying.
Yeah, not the best trade, but bearing their tusks, they are going to be able to just kind of eat through this army here.
And here's the problem, like, Zero needs a 5th base. You want to keep up the macro war, sure. He forced Lance down to 4 bases, but I mean, Lance was able to float back his command center back at 3 o'clock. He couldn't finally be able to clean up this drop here, even though he was supply blocked. So, Zero's doing a good job here, like, keeping Last in check, but Zero's starting to think about his own bases as well.
Yeah, why hasn't Zero taken the 9 o'clock base yet?
I don't know. It's a good question. You have to ask Zero that. He can definitely send like a cultural issue too, just to clear out the mines.
Don't tell me to ask another player. I expect answers from you.
I can't give you the answer because he should be doing it.
Oh, he's gonna drop some ultras in here with the Lings. Continue to do this aggression. The problem is he's attacking production facilities that don't matter at this point in the game because Last has taken the top.
No. Production facilities matter for Terran. If you want to kill off a Terran in Brood War, you attack his production facilities.
No, I understand, but I'm just saying that he's got production facilities and you know that are growing at the top right. Okay, I actually thought he had a few more. But honestly, he could always lift the factories if he needed to, and reposition them across the map. I just think that he needs to attack the economy a little bit better.
Yeah, so, well, look at this, though. Zero taking his 9 o'clock base. You're going to have the 5th base working for him. Meanwhile, we don't have any random during your attack trying to break this 1 o'clock base. That's not going to work. We need to have the Ultras and the file there to give the Dark Swarm.
Oh, there's huge drops coming inside of these Overlords here. Zero's just hitting stride as he continues to try and go for pressure at this top right now.
Oh, these Pine Drag, though. Completely clean up all the Durgan. I think Zero should abandon the attack. He's not going to make anything work out of it. Here comes the Ultras, so probably there's no Durgan to support the Ultras. They're just going to get sieged down by the Sea King on the high ground. Look at this, though. 3 more Ultras, and the Filer, nice.
Oh,
nice
perfect Dark Swarm.
Okay, so a couple of these Ultras will get these tank kills. This is crucial, though. Getting the tank kills is actually very important for Zero, because a lot of them continue to keep attacking, since he's able to dwindle down Last. And the problem is, though, Zero's already supply capped. Oh, he's not supply capped anymore.
Listen, Zero's down to 2 bases mining. Okay, we're seeing that there's 3 bases mining for Last, so there's the economic advantage to Last. Meanwhile, Last has 178 total supply, so he has a nice supply lead. I mean, Zerg usually battles from lower, but still, I think that Last, economically, army-wise, is in a really good position in this game, regardless of all the attacks that Zero has performed.
Yeah, that's true, but, I mean, Zero needs to get the 12 o'clock base to get himself back into... Sure, he's taking the 9 o'clock, but here's the thing, though. Once Last decides he has enough, you can already see he has the 2-1 upgrade for himself. He's almost max supply here. He gets so many tanks, like... You know what Zero really needs is queens.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he needs to harness his partner's soul key and start pulling out the queens.
But it takes like at least 3-4 minutes to get the queens ready. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's a little bit
You
too
don't-
late. I think that this Doom push is just really coming across too strong at this point in the game.
And look at this though. The sea tanks are seated up here on the ramp for 9 o'clock, and they will take down the hatchery. Zero can't hold on to it.
Yeah, pretty easy hatchery to take down, but at least the third has been forced to lift. The SCVs are actually dying off pretty quickly too, and the Ultra is doing their work on the right side of the map.
I mean,
This is a good siege line though that Last has, threatening the natural at the top left.
I mean, it's a nice siege line, but the thing is that Zero should have been defending his 9 o'clock. Like, sure, he forced the 3 o'clock lift, but that's not important at this point in the game. He needs to keep his own economy intact. Like, he can't let Last just destroy his economy.
And once again, Last is back to 3 mining bases. There are overlords here with ultras and lings, and they've been floating on top of these tanks. But Zero's been afraid to engage. He knows he's going to lose them really quickly because there's just so many tanks here. They're so well upgraded at this point in the game.
I mean, look at how many tanks that Last had. Last has 35 tanks. That's like at least
Yeah, this is a godly amount.
That's just an ungodly amount of tanks.
Oh,
And
GG!
Zero
Last,
knows it.
can he do it? Are you kidding? 3 games in a row now.
We may not even see Flash play.
It's looking close, but we do have the best PV tier in the world coming up next.